Hey guys, Lobok here. Another LBP Primetime interview. And tonight I've got a good buddy of mine. And, the response from my last interview video was pretty good. Interview video was pretty good. So we're going to continue this on. And it's not going to be just the big channels. It's going to be some of the smaller channels. But there's a ton of them smaller channels that have a lot of information. So, TJ, I got your hint. I'll be talking to you soon. Tonight, we have got NDcouey. NDcouey, how you doing, bro?
Doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm real thrilled that you decided to do this with me.
Well, I finally warmed up the webcam. I think it's 2001 was a good year for webcams.
2001? Wow. Do I get to finally send you something?
I don't think it's going to help.
I gotta say, man, I am, when I made that first interview with Nuts, that was all just joking around. We were just trying to have some fun, but we got a lot of good response out of that, and I got a lot of good PMs out of that, and people were wanting to see more of it. So, honestly, you and Brooklyn are the two that I wanted to get on here first.
Oh, cool.
Because I don't think you realize how well respected you are in this community. Seriously, man, you're just a good guy.
And, I appreciate that. I try.
Well, you are, and I don't want to blow your head up too much. So you are ugly, though.
Well, I appreciate that too. A couple months on a desert island, you change your mind, though.
That's probably true. And a couple whiskeys. So hey, man.
Whiskey boat.
So hey, I don't know if you caught the last interview, but the way I want to look at these interviews, sorry I'm not looking at you guys, I'm looking at him down here on the screen, whatever. The way I kind of want to do these interviews is I just want to kind of ask you a little bit about how you got started in this. What made you make your first YouTube video? Okay, right there, before you start, he's got a little issue with his 1880s webcam. I think he got it off of Jesse James. I'm not sure, but so you'll see him fade in and out now and again, but we'll get him hooked up.
It's a glare off my forehead. I don't know what it is.
If there's going to be a glare off of anybody's forehead, it's mine, man. So anyways, what made you decide to make your first video?
I don't know, I kind of got bored, and I'd been asking people questions that make videos, and wasn't getting responses. I mean, and I understand that now, because, having your own channel and everything, and you go and you get a question from somebody, and you click on their page, and they've got, 0 videos, and they don't have anything down there. You don't get the credibility if you're not showing yours when they're showing theirs. So, kind of wanted to, be taken a little more seriously, so.
That's almost exactly the way, that is exactly the way I started. I mean, I've said it in many of my videos, I wanted to be taken more seriously when I asked a question. However, now, and I'm sure you probably feel the same way, is that if I get a question, I don't even look at their channel. If it's a reasonable question, I try and answer it to the best of my ability. Or if it's a canning question, then I'll send them the bear prepper, or somebody that can help. If I get a stupid ass comment, then I'll look at their channel and see that they've got no subs, or like this douchebag that hammered on East Coast the other day. Wasn't that beautiful? Less than an hour and his channel was done. But for me, I don't care if they've got, because a lot of people don't want to put themselves out there, Yeah. And so I think me and you are on the same lines why we got into this in the same way. Now let me ask you this on the same kind of note. How did you come into this prepping thing? How long have you been considered a prepper?
Well,
Or
that's
consider
a tough
yourself
one
a
because, we
prepper?
grew up poor in western Arkansas, and we just always had to fix whatever broke and, figure out solutions. I was 19 miles from a paved road. I mean, we barely had gravity. So we were out there.
I bet the chicks were hot out there then, huh?
And
Sorry, I went in a totally bad place
we always
there.
had extra stuff. And because of that, if we got snowed in, and we once had 36 inches of snow fall in like 2 days, we were just stuck.
Oh, I know the feeling, man. I know where I grew up.
We had stuff.
If the snow was to the doorknob, I didn't have to go to school.
Yeah.
I lived 6 miles from a glacier going to school.
Yeah.
Not no more, not here in the desert, but.
Yeah, you got tired of that, didn't you?
No, I would love to be back there.
Oh, but then, I finally go through college, get a job, and I get a job down here on the Texas coast. And I get down here, and within 2 months, we had Tropical Storm Faye come in and dump 20 inches of rain on us. And it did that in 24 hours. Set a record.
Wow.
And, yeah, I mean, it was just... So there we were. And I was, I just got out of college. I didn't have anything. And, you couldn't get anywhere. So I'm in there, and I'm eating like I'm in college again. I've got, some ramen and peanut butter, and I'm making ramen and peanut butter surprise casserole. And it's like, man, this sucks. So.
Hey, actually, if I had some chocolate chips, that sounds all right.
A couple of Reese's cups, and I'm good to go.
Damn straight.
But after that, I was like, okay, so I need to take this stuff more seriously. The stuff that's coming in, from West Africa and comes all the way across and hits us. And some of the stuff just forms right off the coast, and bam, it's on us.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right.
So you're right down there by the coast?
Yeah, I'm 22 miles as the crow flies from the water.
Okay.
And I'm just, straight northward about 30 foot above sea level right here at my house.
Wow.
So, I mean, if something came in, if a Cat 5 came in and pushed a storm surge in that was more than 30 feet, I'm in the Gulf. My house is in the Gulf.
Now, that brings up a good point because, the way I prep, I don't have to prep in a way of worrying about floods, hurricanes, unless, you get the freak thing. We did have a couple tornadoes this past couple years, very small ones you guys would probably just look at and giggle, or those of you back east, we just giggle at them, but that's unusual for Arizona. So I don't worry about the natural disasters necessarily, more so than, the worst case scenario for me is more of a drought type thing, or forest fires. Even though I'm down in the city, if forest fire hits and takes out my bug out location, whatever, and I can't get it there, and then something else happens in town, hey, there goes Twinkie. I love Twinkie.
The doorway so he can watch the girls cook and be in this room too.
That puts up a whole new thing that I'm not used to, and I haven't thought about that type of prepping. How would you deal with that situation if you did have, say, 30-foot surge, and your house is underwater? What are you gonna do?
From where I am,
besides swim?
Yeah, I've got to go west.
Now, how quick could you pack up and go?
Yeah, we could get out here pretty quick, and usually you've got quite a bit of warning when something like that's coming in. The bigger stuff that's really going to bring a storm surge, you see that coming like the fist of God.
Yeah.
And that's Hurricane Rita when it came in. We had Katrina in 2000, what was that? 4 or 5, whenever that was. And, it came in, and that was, that was a Category 3.
Yeah, I lost...
Rita came in and was a Category 5 and took up the whole Gulf. And
I lost one of my gas stations out there for that.
And everybody else on the coast did too. It was like cockroaches in the kitchen. Hit the light, we're gone. But it was biblical to Exodus that was down here, and I never, ever want to go through that again. So I've devised a different route. I'm not going north, I'm going west.
Now, do you have that rat plant, damn it.
Get some lube.
See, you had to go work on that transmission all night long when I could have been a little bit more sober to do this interview. I forget where we were at.
Yeah. Uh, you know, and like I say, going west of this, I've got a route planned now.
Yeah. Okay. Now I remember. Sorry. So do you have a route planned where you're on off roads?
Yes.
Okay.
Off the beaten path. It's mostly farm to market roads. There's very little traffic, and it's most everything else is going to be going north because everybody just wants off the coast. What they don't realize is, you know, once you get just a little way from the center of the storm, if you're on the east side of it, you're on the dirty side, and you get a lot more rain. You get a lot of wind on the west side, and you've got to worry about trees and power lines down and all that other stuff. But it's, you know, a pretty concentrated area, and if you get, you know, further west than that, as long as you go west and you're on the dry side of the storm, you know, once it goes by, you can go right back in and you're fine. Because once it plows through, it's done.
True. Now I got a question for you. If you had to bug out like that, I mean, I know you got your Zebra Rover there.
Yep.
Can you pack enough preps in that, or do you have a trailer that you can stock them all up in?
Yeah, I've got a trailer.
You do. Okay, so given an hour or so, you could load up that trailer, hook it to the Zebra, and be gone.
Oh yes.
Okay. Cool. So that's some good information, because that's my next plan is I want to get me a box trailer and start storing some of my less sensitive preps inside that. I don't have to worry about the heat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But let's move on to something else here. Where do you see your channel in, say, 5 years? Your YouTube channel.
I'm hoping we're all still here in 5 years. You know, that's I'm hoping the mines just needed a bigger rock. You know, if they're wrong, and I've got $5 worth of credit left on my MasterCard, I'm gonna be pissed off.
There you go.
But,
So,
I'm hoping to still be doing this, and you know, I really want to keep my channel right now. I'm up to around 600-ish subs, and I never thought I'd get that many. It's really great and it's gratifying, and you come in, there's a lot of activity and interaction, and it's a lot of fun. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
And you get to interact with some cool people, you included. And I want it to grow, but I don't want it to get to the point where I can't interact like that. And I think some of the really, really big channels, they lose that. And
oh yeah, I think once you start hitting 10, 20,000 subs, I mean, I'm getting not overwhelmed, but you know, I trust me, man. I never thought I would ever be where I'm at right now, and this is crazy. But it's still not so much that I can't respond to people, I can't talk to people, and you know, it blows me away that you've only got 600 subs, because you've got some tremendously good information, and you're a very personable guy, and trust me, when I was talking to SoCal Prep earlier today on Skype, and when he found out you're coming down to Prepper Stock, he was thrilled. He's like, really? And
I'm really hoping to make that. I really am. Mom has a damn cataract surgery on March the 5th, so I'm going to try to finagle everything around. And
well, you better hope so, because I got a rifle sitting right there that's yours.
Yeah. It'll still be there.
It'll be there one way or another. But, yeah, it's never been about the...
Because I've got a special lure that I'm going to catch the biggest fish with. I've already got it built. It's out in the shop. I'm good to go.
Nice. Well, if you got crawdad traps, bring them, because there's some good crawdads in that lake too. I've caught a bunch of them down there back in the day.
Yeah.
But let me think. What else? Damn, man. I mean, I'm just thrilled to have you on here. I'm thrilled to. I really hope you can make it out to Purpose Stock, because that's gonna be a blast.
I do too. I'm really looking forward to going, and if I do, it's going to be a fun road trip. I looked at flying out there, and it's like, you know, God, I really don't want to get to third base with a TSA screener. You know.
Yeah, not to mention, we are right on the border. You're going to want a firearm, and you know, if you do have to fly out here, then you know, I'll set you up. You'll have something on your side. But
I was was thinking, well, you know, I have to stop and get me a softball bat or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of look at it this way, and I've had a lot of questions about this after people looked at where it's at and how close it is to the border. And me and the wife drove down there the other day, and there is a sign right before you get in there that you may, you know, encounter illegal immigrants or whatever. But if they walked into a camp full of preppers and they tried to pull some shit, would that not be their worst nightmare?
You know, that's really poor selection of your victims there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think most of them that are coming across, they don't want to stop until they get to civilization. So I think
that is,
Grant is like, okay, we're cutting right on through.
That is the point I've tried to make to several people that PM me with worries about that, is that they don't want to come through crowds of people. They want to avoid people by all costs. And Border Patrol is, when we drove down there, we saw at least 6 Border Patrol trucks coming in and out. There's nothing to worry about there. Unless you got a small dog. If you got a small dog and you don't have them on a leash, well, they got Cudamondays down there, and they like to jump out of the trees and grab the little dogs.
It would take a really big one to get Strider Bear.
Well, I'll tell you, the first time I ran across one of them Cudamondays was at that lake, and I was already pretty well trashed when I got there. And do you know what a Cudamonday is?
I actually kind of looked that up, and it was like, okay.
Yeah, it looks like a badger raped a raccoon, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I walked up to this thing, and it just stood there sideways, growling at me. I had my BFH, which is my, you know, the pounding my tent stakes, big fucking hammer, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, the closer I got to it and the louder it growled, I figured, okay, as he goes for one leg, I'm going to swing, miss, and hit my other leg. So now I just let them be on their way. But it's going to be a good time, man. I really hope you can make it. And I wish more... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I said, I do too. I'm looking forward to it. If I can make it, I will. You know, if not, I'll be there in spirit, because there's going to be some really fine folks out there having a really good time. And,
I think so.
You know, that's one of the things. You know, life's too short not to do fun stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. And a lot of people, you know, PM me saying, "Hey, what's up? No prepping videos, none of this." It's like, I'm doing whatever the freaking videos I want. I do some of the prepping videos. I'm not a guy full of knowledge. I learned from you guys. I mean, I'm going to be duplicating your myrrh. Yeah, here we go. Am I pronouncing that right?
It is myrrh.
Myrrh. I've got a pound of it out there. I've got a still coming for review that I have to review for Ron Foster. I'm going to make some 190 proof, and then I'm going to make some myrrh. And I'm going to do it on video. I'll give you credit for showing me how to do it.
Well, cool deal. I appreciate it. Like I said, I looked all over online and didn't see another video on how to do that. So I was like, well, crap, I guess I'll do one.
Well, that's awesome, man. And I know Kat's going to appreciate it when whoa.
Whatever.
We all need to take a drink on that.
I might have to have some crackers here. I don't know.
What the hell is that? Now, are you still? Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm almost out of a drink. Stop doing that.
I was gonna say.
Unless I gotta start drinking the shit straight. I guess I could add a little bit here. Now, there wasn't much Coke in that. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, Coke's just for color.
There's not much color in that 160 proof there, so.
Oh. Hey.
Oof, can smell it.
Yeah, just sniff it for a while.
Yeah, here, can you smell anything?
Oh.
Yep. That's good. Nah.
Wait, Kim, I'm gonna hit you with something. Wait a minute, I need a hammer.
So anyways, man, we're going to cut this, I think we're about ready to cut this out. I don't want to make this too long a video, but One other question: were you bringing Mr. D out with you?
I looked at that, and if I can, I'm going to. It's I didn't realize just how far out of my way that's going to be.
Yeah.
It's like, probably 400 miles off my path one way up there and back.
So you're looking at 800, 1600, 1600 total.
Yeah, it's really, if I can, and if I'm not pressed for time with mom's surgery.
Yeah, priorities, man. Priorities is family.
Yeah, like I said, 70 and Alzheimer's, she's, I have to be here because anybody else just chews up and spits out. So
no.
Honoring.
You got to be there for mom. I mean, mine just had 3 teeth pulled. And for those of you that don't know, I'm sure most of you figured it out when he said he was sending that to Arizona. My wife had 3 teeth pulled out, and I know there's a few questions out there. Well, if you could afford to do that, why did you wait so long to do my teeth? Because I'm fine with sitting back here and trying stuff and dealing with the pain and doing that, but I'm not gonna sit here and watch my wife go through it.
No, we gotta take care of our women.
No way in hell.
Guys.
And
we'll do our thing.
And I'll be honest, I fucking hate the dentist. I was proud of her, man.
I go and I get an IV and he just knocks me out, and I'm probably on the internet somewhere, a pink tutu with a thong back, I don't know, but I don't care. When I wake up, it's done and it doesn't hurt.
I'm gonna look for that video.
If you've seen that, that's probably got 1 million hits.
No, she bucked up. She went down there, did it, no problem. Obviously, a little bit out of her pocketbook, but I'll sell. I'll do whatever I have to as long as it makes Mama comfortable, and I cannot sit here and watch her in pain. For me, that's a different story,
Yeah.
And I'm not going to take the chances with me or with her that I would with me. So, but I really appreciate what you've taught me. The myrrh, everything else. I want one of them goddamn Glock carbines. That thing is badass.
Yeah, it's sorry, earthquake. I was gonna say this. Can I get it in focus? No, that's the wrong one.
No, PS22.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was my optic, but that's literature. Well, those are great.
No, I like the first one. PS22.
Yeah, the little Walther. That's a neat little dot sight. I like it too.
That actually, it's not the PS22. The Walther P22.
Yeah.
That's Kat's dream gun, man. She wants one of them bad.
I did some horse trading and I got one of mine back. I bought this a while back, and when I say a while back, I mean 20 years. And
some stroke shit.
But I don't know if anybody's ever seen this. That is a Colt Cadet stainless 22.
That is beautiful.
Thank you. They got sued by High Standard and had to quit making them. So they did a recall on them, and not everybody turned them in. And now they show up at gun shows, and they're pretty dear. But I'd sold it to a good friend back when I was getting divorced, and he kept it, and he told me if I ever got where I could get it back, to go ahead and get it back, so I did.
Nice. Well,
yeah.
I was looking at your air guns, and like I told you, that Glock carbine, love to get one, but my next priority is I've got to arm Mama. She's not carrying nothing right now, and that Peak 22, you've seen the videos, she shot that thing great, and she works in a drugstore. I want her armed, so that's my next gun purchase. But anyways, man, I think we've probably run long enough. Screw it. If it's too long, turn it off. Having fun and
the opportunity, man. It's always good to visit with you. And I said this is my first time on a video chat conferencing thing, and I went and I got the headphones and the little mouthpiece the other day. I had to go and get some other stuff, so I picked up one of those, and the webcam, actually, I had a really, really old one. I mean, it was one of the round ones, you know, from back in the day, the plastic one. So now
I'll tell you what, man.
one. It's supposed to be decent, but, you know, it was like, I'll give it a shot.
I'll tell you what, the webcam I picked up at Walmart for like $18 gives better video than the webcam on my laptop. It actually gives good video. Just pick up one of those.
Number on that one.
Yeah, I will. I'll if it's written on it. I threw away all the packaging, but I mean, just a cheap.
Yeah, instructions.
Yeah. It's bad enough I have a straw. I don't drink out of the straw, but I have a straw. But that's just for something to play with. I like to keep my fingers busy all the time.
It's a stir bar.
Maybe that's why Mama's so happy. All right, brother. Thank you very. Oh shit! Need to take.
I was gonna say, how come every time you get a drink, my camera gets fuzzy? You just do the vapors off of it, I guess. I don't know.
It might be. Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Try some.
That sounds great.
Brother, it was great having you on here. I look forward to the response. I know there's going to be a great response to this because there's a lot of people out there that dig you. You might lose a few subs just for being associated with me, but I apologize for that. I might gain a few subs because now I'm being seen as associated with you. So.
You know, we do what we can. We do what we have to.
Brother, you're a good man. You got a big heart, and I would give my left nut to live next door to you.
Hey, man, I tell you what, we'll buy the place next to us.
I hope you can make it to Prepper Stock. And, brother, thanks for signing in. Thanks for coming on here and doing this with me. I appreciate it, seriously.
Like I said, appreciate you, and how did everybody out there? I said, it's a lot of fun. Always a great time to low up.
Hit up your channel. It's NDcouey 70.
Yes, it is.
All right. You all will see a link down below to his channel. Why he's only got 600 subs, I have no freaking clue, because this guy's got way more information than I do. I just sit here, drink, and look stupid and make shit. This guy does some actually good reviews. Big heart. Good friend. Truly cares. So check out his channel. And, you know, let me know what you think about these interviews. If you dig them, I'll keep doing them. I've got a lot of friends out there that kind of want to hop on here if I keep doing this. So, but I'll tell you what, not sure if I could find a better guy to do one with than old Mr. NDcouey 70 here.
Man, I appreciate you.
All right, brother.
I really do.
You take it easy.
Take care.
Have a good night, my man.
All right, good night, man.
Later, brother. Y'all, talk to you later. And don't forget to what?
Laugh.
Good man.